Damn. 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 Not like this. Not this way. Good God Almighty. Dear God. This is a whole slobber knocker, let me tell you that much. Uh, you know what's crazy about this? I was trying to play this game one more time, but then I realized it's March 12th of 2026. And I also just realized this game was shutting down. And the crazy part about this, it only lasted like a month and a half. It lasted over 40 plus days. More than Concord. Wait, I can see why they call this game Concord 2 now. This makes sense now. Anyway, what else to do again? Oh yeah, I've got to do my intro. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Antoine here, and welcome back. We're back with another video on the channel. And today's video, well, we're here to do another Ram Talk video. In today's video, hadn't done these in quite a while, but I figured why not talk about it, and randomly talk about it. Sit down, take a break from the game little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been doing a gameplay walkthrough. I've been doing them on Resident Evil 9 Requiem. I figure, why not talk about this since I'm done with that. You know what I'm saying? I do plan on doing like my thoughts, opinions on that game very soon. But right now, I want to take the time to talk about this because, well, it's very important to talk about it because I have been following this game ever since the Game Awards for 2025. I'm sure you guys already know what the last slot was. And I'm sure you guys know what the game I'm talking about. And it's probably the last time ever I'm ever going to talk about this game. Matter of fact, it will be the last time I'm ever going to talk about this game because of what happened today. But anyways, besides that, though, it's HighGuard. Yeah, HighGuard, ByeGuard, Concord 2, whatever you guys want to call it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't kept this high and they did not guard, whatever meme you guys want to put on this. This very clear that this game, I think I'm recording this today on March 12th of 2026. It will be uploaded on March 13th of 2026. I'm waiting to try to get into the game, but unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. I'll probably just put in a little. I'll probably just go pull like a little screenshot of it and just talk over it, whatever. But I was trying to play HighGuard, and then I realized I look at my phone. I'm like, oh wait, I forgot it's getting shut down today. So damn, I should have played this a couple of days ago. But oh well, it's getting shut down, and I don't think I can get back to the server. So we're just gonna sit there and talk about it. So it is what it is. So. All right, I took a little screenshot a bit of the HighGuard screen because I'm not going to get back into servers because obviously it's shut down. Obviously for the wildlife entertainment and everything and all that. So well, this game's over. I mean, the game came out in around late January of 2026, and now it's ending around mid March. Well, it was kind of early, but I would say I'll say close to mid March of 2026. HighGuard. It was announced that on Game Awards of 2025 that it will be announced. The game will be coming out by Jeff Keighley, who is the gamer host of the Game Awards and all the Game Award shows in general and all that. And he announced it in the Game Awards last year, and ever since then, the game it ghosted us for at least till late January of this year, 2026. And then next thing you know, the game came out. It had a decent amount of player base, and then it dropped immediately within a day or two. And the game was never the same. And you got stupid ass devs coming out on Twitter saying it's the gamer's fault for this game being trash because it's easy to hate watching shit and or not hate watch. It's easy to hate on video games nowadays. You know what I'm saying? To be a fucking a hater of the other video games. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like this video game of this HighGuard game, that means you don't like any video game that's coming out that's new or something like that shit. Whatever that stupid statement that dev said, I'm not gonna pay attention to that one. But that's not here, that's not there. But anyways, like I said, if you guys don't know, March 12th of 2026, HighGuard getting shut down. I know you guys are probably wondering. I don't care. Me neither. I don't care too. But I did play the game, and I played it for several hours. I even got the platinum trophy for the game. Yeah, I know it's crazy that I got a platinum trophy over HighGuard. Of all the games in the world, you chose to get a platinum trophy over HighGuard. I mean, it was doable when I first played it. You know what I'm saying? Before everyone became a sweaty on this fucking a fortune of displeasure of this game called HighGuard and everything else. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I did do everything and did spend all the hours and everything and all that. So I know you guys are probably wondering, Antoine, if you don't care about this game or if we don't care about this game, why you even bother talking about it? Why you make a video about it? Well, because it shut down as I'm recording this today, and I want to take back and dial back on everything that's been going on. I mean, I've talked about this high guard shit a long time ago, around like I think mid January, like 2 weeks before this game come out. Um, like it seemed like they was ghosting us after there was Game Awards. It was announced when Jeff Keighley saying who was the host of the Game Award, who loved the game, who enjoyed the game, which I do believe he did enjoy this game, but fortunately, not many others don't enjoy his game or don't did enjoy this game before. Rather, they were quote unquote, hating on this game or did not like it despite putting so many hours and all this other type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Or what I'm saying, like all that whatever. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's insane. But nonetheless, nonetheless though, yeah. So that happened. Game Awards, last slot of the Game Awards. HighGuard was announced. Left a bad taste in everyone's mouth. But meanwhile, Expedition 33 was winning Game of the Year, which it was knocking off the whole entire categories of gaming. They basically Kendrick Lamar that fucking shit, right? You know what I mean? And the last slice HighGuard, and a lot of people were not happy about it. Me, I wasn't too happy about it. I was curious. I was like, oh, HighGuard, interesting. Interesting. And I look on Twitter, they announced the whole entire shit, Wildlife Entertainment made by HighGuard by former creators Apex Legends and Titan devs. And Chad Gridnier, I think he was part of I think it was like the CEO of Wildlife. Like he was making this game called HighGuard and the rest of the former devs from Titan Falls and Apex Legends and all that make this game. And at first it was like it was doing great at first, but then 2 days later they dropped the player base like I think 90%. It was completely cookable cook. Like literally it was crazy, man. And honestly, despite all this, though I still played it, but um I still played it, right? But I still played it though, but still I only played it just to get the platinum trophy and then get a bye out of here. You know what I'm saying? I honestly, like I said, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I don't hate this game. I just don't care about this game. You know what I'm saying? I can not enjoy this game. You know what I'm saying? I just like basically like the game was all right. You know what I'm saying for the most part, but it wasn't where I could literally put all my focus and content on the game until I got like literally like play this almost every single day. It was like a maybe about a couple hours in there. I just uninstall it and never touch it again. Typish game. You know what I'm saying? However, I decided to keep on playing this game like three more times. I installed it once, twice, and then the third time I played it, I went for the platinum trophy. Spent hours on this game. Got some wins, got some losses, whatever. And then somehow a platinum trophy the game and put in so much hours into the game and yeah, it was a all right experience. You know what I'm saying, playing the high guard, but there was a lot of hit and misses in this game rather than the goods. There were some goods, but there were a lot of hit and misses and all that. So, but anyways, yeah, we're gonna talk about high guard. You know what I'm saying? Like what happened, what went wrong with high guard and everything else, what started all this shit and what has led to this day. If you guys don't know, I don't know if you can hear it, but I got the paper I wrote down for all the things that were good in this game, bad in this game, and the what if shit in this game. I got everything wrote down and to talk about it because I feel like this game have potential. I'm not gonna sit there and quote unquote, force hate. You know what I'm saying? Or some motherfuckers are saying on the internet like this game is so force hate, whatever. When in reality, there's a reason why people hate this game. There was a legit reason why people hate this game. One's just force hate. Just like the Dales, who was defending this fucking heap of garbage of HighGuard, said that everyone was using force hate, when in reality it wasn't. Majority of the quote unquote force hate was reasonable hate behind this game. And this right here will show you right here. Like, it's getting shut down. You know what I'm saying? It's shut down today. Like, it's completely gone. Like, as I record this right now, Concord and HighGuard is now delisted for PlayStation. Like, dead ass. You cannot find HighGuard Concord no more. Concord is absolutely Matt Hardy. Delete. Just like HighGuard. Absolutely delete. Completely gone. Matt Hardy style, you know what I'm saying? The broken Matt Hardy, you know what I mean? Yes, you get what I mean. But anyway, besides that though, yeah, you can't find no places to 5 star anymore. Like once I tried to research that up, I was like, damn, it's gone now. They actually delisted that bitch, and it was a couple hours ago. So it was like maybe about like 5 hours ago, I think 6 hours ago when they delisted High Guard. So yeah, it's done. It's done for High Guard is beyond history, and I can't believe I put so much hours into the game and platinum trophy, which is crazy. So yeah, so High Guard is officially gone. It's shut down. It's disappeared on the day of March 12th of 2026. I'm recording this. Like I said, y'all get the video up on March 13th on 2026. So we are gathered here for the mourning of the loss of Shitguard. I mean Concord 2. I mean High Guard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's very tragic loss. And not gonna lie to you, I think a lot of people won't care about this. You know what I'm saying? I probably won't give a shit about this too as well. And if anything, I think Wildlife Entertainment, the devs who got laid off, and then the people remaining over there should learn a valuable lesson on this whole entire thing. They shouldn't take this as a discourage. I believe they should take this as a courage to make better games and also give, maybe move away from the live service shit because it's very competitive nowadays. It's very, very 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 hard nowadays to do a live service game. I feel like maybe Wildlife Entertainment should do like a single players game. I think that would be cool with them going forward. I think this whole live service stuff they were doing because they wanted to compete and make this competitive for like the pros and shit. Let's be real, it is not easy. Like and the reason why Apex Legends is so successful because of live service is because it's made by the Titanfall team, and also on top of it as well, it's part of Titanfall. So of course, all the Titanfall fans will go over to Apex Legends and play it. Fortnite. The reason why Fortnite got to the live service as well because it was one of the very few BRs at the time it was made that was really really good. Granted, it wasn't perfect, but it was really good. You know what I'm saying? To a point where people were able to come back and still play it, and then till this day, it's still good. Call of Duty. They've been doing live service shit like for a very, very long time. One of the greatest, if not the greatest FPS game of all time. Well, that and Halo. Well, many people say Halo, whatever, but that's no haters over there. They ran a live service game for so long because of so many, you know, what I'm saying because they at one point they were just like a single player game. Then they moved to multiplayers. They started to realize that this live service stuff is actually pretty good. It's for their consumer to get more money and everything else. And you know, what I'm saying it's not easy to run live service games, and it's really not, especially nowadays when people are trying to get to live service games and like the extraction shooters and all that. Like, try to be a live service. It's not easy. You really got to start doing updates, content, and you really start got to keep up with the community. You got to do all this shit to shop and items and all that to get money. It ain't easy, it ain't easy. And I think High Guard, aka Wildlife Entertainment, should have took this from heart. It's not easy. It's not easy to basically make a live server game that's brand new rather and just put out there. You know what I'm saying? And act like people are gonna play it, but nah, it's not easy. So obviously, like I said, High Guard shut down. It's over. It's deleted. You know what I'm saying? Obsolete. Delete. And obviously, a lot of people are probably gonna celebrate this shit. I'm not gonna celebrate it because that's disrespectful. Number one and two, It sucks, unfortunately, because this game had potential, but there were so many mistakes in this game that really led to its downfall. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Because I really had high, guard hopes of this game for it to be like really, really like somewhat decent. You know what I'm saying? Not the best, but decent. You know what I'm saying? Not the Miley Cyrus, the best of both worlds. No, I'm talking about like decent enough to where it can stay maybe about a year or so, and then shut down, right? Because I did start expecting the whole shutdown when they lay off the employees and everything. I made shorts all over that shit too as well. YouTube shorts and TikTok shorts over that too as well. But I never expect them to have to lay off the employees. The inevitable going to happen. The inevitable. The thing that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he had announced they was going to shut this down today as I'm recording this. I think people already knew that straight up for the moment they saw this game was not gonna last forever. Me personally, I was not trying to be one of those people that's gonna just do this quote unquote force hate that they like to throw out there. I wanted to give this game a chance and see how it goes. Had potentials here and there, but there was too many mistakes that led to this game to getting shut down, rightfully so. And I hope Wildlife Entertainment don't take this as a sad note or whatever. Take this as a motivation, um, and make better products. I think that's what the goal here. I think looking back at this, I think Wildlife Entertainment thought that maybe if they could just do like a 3v3, thing along with the live service stuff, they could keep up. They compete with live service big games. It's not easy, and it will be easy. That's why HighGuard is just shut down. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna do this whole live service stuff, you gotta do content updates. You gotta do a whole bunch of shits in order to like keep the player going. Because if the players start to dip, they start to drop off, and you see that little drop off all the way to zero, whatever, and not only did the employees are gonna get laid off, but also the game's gonna have to eventually get shut down. You have to pull the plug on it. And to a point, we all thought, maybe they're gonna probably pull a plug on it. Just like X Defiant. X Defiant was a Ubisoft fucking game that actually had potential to as well. Then they weren't getting enough money, and Ubisoft being Ubi shit and not fucking goddamn updating X Defiant and kept on fucking up the netcode and shit and many others. Resulted of Ubisoft pulling the plug. It was just like the rest of their fucking IPs and being hot garbage and whatever, man. But that's not here, that's not there. And then of course not them canceling games and shit too as well. But sorry, I'm not talking about Ubisoft. I'm talking about Wildlife Entertainment and the High Guard. I apologize, but yeah, it's crazy that it is getting shut down. And honestly, I think it's just gonna like piss people off. But I think it's for the better. Granted, I'm not one of those people that want this game to fail or die off, whatever. I wish nothing for the best for Wildlife Entertainment people and the devs, and devs got to lay off or whatever they decide to do, whatever game they make next. I hope they learn from this and take it as, okay, live service is not that great. Let's go do single players or something like that. I feel like single players nowadays, right now, is doing way better than live service games. I'm keeping up with you. It's doing way better than live service games. It's way more fun, way more interested, and it's a sleeper to a lot of people that be stuck on multiplayer for 20,000 years and shit. Just focus on playing multiplayer shit, which is nothing wrong with it. If you like multiplayer shit, that's cool. But single players, man, I'm telling you, man, they be cooking, man. Single players get to be cooking, man. The whether it's the indies ones or the AA ones or the AA gaming ones, like they be cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? And I feel a lot of people. I feel like Wildlife Entertainment need to start going with that route, or if they want to continue to do the live service shit, at least go with PVE or PvPvE, or it's like like if you know PVE, basically like person versus like people versus environment. Like you go against like monsters or bots, or whatever. Like marathon is PvPvE. You go against same thing applies with arc raiders. Arc raiders and marathon are PvPvE. You go against players, but also the environment around you, like robots or bots or whatever. All those type of shits. You know what I'm saying? They went with the PvP route, 3v3 raid, uh, and it was a hit or miss. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, um, but that's not here. That's not there. Listen, the game has its ups and downs. Not every game is perfect. I feel like HighGuard was a hit or miss, I will say. However, despite all that, I still think that there was some potential here and there, but still it was hit and miss. And I feel like HighGuard was just not guarded enough to be survive this long and whatever. So it is what it is. So, um, but yeah, man, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not surprising to a lot of people, including myself, because this game was destined to fail for the moment that they announced it in the Game Awards. Um, and ever since then, it's been going downhill. I mean, it was great at first, like 90 something thousand current players playing it. That was pretty cool. Then in 2 days it lost like 90% of the players. It lost like I think almost all of the player base. Like three-fourths and a half of the out of the four of the player base were all gone. Like it was just insane. I was like shit. And while that was happening, I was giving this game a chance and platinum trophy the game, which I did do. I know it's shocking I platinum trophy HighGuard before HighGuard shut down, or before GTA 6. So I took this screenshot on Twitter the other day before the shutdown date. HighGuard made a tweet and they talked about today. Like we're sharing the difficult news. We have made the decision to permanently shut down HighGuard on March 12th, which is today as I'm recording this. But well, I'm like recording this on March 12th, but there's gonna be like upload on March 13th, whatever. But it says since launch, more than 12 million players stepped into HighGuard's world. You share feedback, create content, and many believe in what we're building. For that, we're deeply grateful. Despite the passion, hard work of our team, we have not been able to build a sustainable player base to support the game long terms. Servers will remain online until March 12th. We hope you'll jump in with us one more time to show your support and get those final great matches in while we still can. The team is excited to release one final game update to enjoy in the remaining life of the game. We'll be adding new warrant, a new weapon, count level progressions, skill trees. Full patch notes are coming, and we're targeting tonight or tomorrow morning for these releases. For all of us at Wildlife, thank you for playing, for supporting us, and for being part of the High Guard story, which is cool. Damn, this is on Twitter. This is on social media, Twitter, X, what do you want to call it? Now, there's a couple things that's pretty oddly about this whole entire uh, you know, this whole entire fucking statement right here. One, it says about over 2 million players. Could be less than that. I doubt there was 2 million players. Two, they're now decided to put in a new warden, new weapon, and account level progression and skill trees. Here's my question: why you guys didn't put this literally when the game dropped it? You should immediately gave us a new warden and a new weapon, and you should give us account level progression. Why you don't give us a count level progression? Why you think that Call of Duty still function nowadays? Why you think that Fortnite can function? Why you think that these live server games function nowadays? Because they gave us a count level progression. It's one of the most like important parts of when it comes to live service. You need to have a count level progression to keep players going, and the skill tree. Like they could have all added all of this I mentioned in day one. If we got a new warden day one or like the day after the game release, it would have been fine, but instead they decided to do this at the last second. well, unfortunately, as recording today, shut down. But they gave us new warden and new weapon and cal levels and skill trees. But why do it now when you could have done that when the game dropped it? You see, this whole high guard shit, and people defending this shit and saying that, oh, they're just quote unquote force hate because of the fact that we just hate on new games nowadays because we don't give it a chance. Motherfucker, this is the reason right here. Because they are doing this when they're getting shut down. Well, they're already shut down. See, this right here pissed me off. See, I was just being calm and collective and being calm, feeling sorry, trying to mourn the passing of High Guard. But it pissed me off the fact that they're all doing this when the shut down. They could have done this in the get-go in late January 2026 when they first dropped it. Why do it now? Oh my goodness, it's so stupid. And it's funny part about the last statement. They said that thanks for supporting us and being part of the HighGuard story. Yeah, there was one problem. HighGuard did not have no story. This cat here just posted something on Twitter. It said this post aged like the finest of milks. And then Jeff Keighley made a tweet on January 24th of 2026, the day I believe the game came out of a high guard. He said, in 48 hours, I'll be accepting your apology. It was like a meme of something. I don't know if it was from Walking Dead or whatever. But Jeff Keighley, who was the Game Award host, obviously he loved the game so much, he basically put out this game. And as soon as this game was on launch day, people say, in 48 hours, I'll be accepting your apologies. Basically thinking that we're just going to be and praise the game and enjoy the game. And basically, just enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Just basically like enjoying the game and everything else. You know what I'm saying? To prove us wrong that the game is not dog shit. You just being negative for quote unquote force hate, whatever shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Um, guess Jeff Keighley owe us an apology in 48 hours. Anyways, let's talk about this real quick. You know what I'm saying? I wrote a few papers down on everything on High Guard, gave my thoughts, opinions on things, certain things, the good and the bad of all the High Guard game and everything else, the what ifs and everything else, because I do want to have a conversation about these that I do want to talk about based off of my experience and how I feel about the game and how I played it and how things work on that game. I want to give my thoughts, opinions on it. And then, of course, I'm going to give y'all overall rating of this game because obviously I know you guys will love to hear that towards the end because I played this game a lot of hours. I platinum trophy the game and did everything I could to try to give this game a chance. And I'm not gonna lie to you. As soon as I applied with Trophy the game, I installed it and never touched it again. But for those who don't believe me, I mean, put it any hours, or I would just quote unquote force hate and put in less than an hour into a training section of High Guard and basically not playing the actual game or whatever, and just force hating, just reviews and clickbait, like some devs on social media be saying. Let me show you. This right here is the amount of hours I played in High Guard. Yeah, 75 hours. And of course, this is my High Guard Platinum Trophy. Yep, I Platinum Trophy the game, 33 out of 33, 100%. Got the trophy, and the trophy says Pentagon or whatever, Pendragon. What I think it's called Pendragon, and it says so. The legends are true. These mythic tales of the old are more than just words. Yeah, they're more just words, all right, and getting shut down on March 12th of 2026. Anyways, so like I said, I put in all the hour, the work and time in playing this game. Platinum trophy. There's your proof right there. Screenshot. It is what it is. So for anybody or any dumbass out there that want to sit there and say that I'm just force hating on this game because it's a trend to force hate on any new game or high guard specifically, you know what I'm saying, whatever, because it's so bad and dog shit. Just like despite this game getting the bad reception and negative reviews, I was putting in hours into this game, and I platinum trophy this game. Yes, I was one dedicated high guard motherfucker out there. Because you know why? Because I actually genuinely wanted to play this game and actually genuinely want to give this game a chance. Not many players who would dedicate to this game or who wanted to play this game a bit more longer don't put as much hours of time as much as I did while playing this game on a console, by the way. So keep this in mind for anybody who wants to sit there and say that I'm just force hate whenever because it's a trend for clicks and views, which I don't care about. It's not about me force hating or doing anything. It's generally about me trying to give this game a chance. Despite the negative reviews and everything else, I told you guys I was going to play this game and give it a chance. I played it, gave it a chance. Spent 75 hours, over 75 hours, and platinum trophy the game. So what more do you want from me? So whatever the statement I say about this game, the goods and bad and the what ifs, take it with a grain of salt and take it from a player, of a guy who generally wants this game to succeed. I don't want any games to like be on a downfall spiral. I don't want that. I wish none for any new games or any new dev team or older, dev team or studios, whatever, old or new, it don't matter, to have a successful, the games that they created. Because if they have a successful game and they create it, and the consumers like it, we win as gamers. It's a W. This right here is an L, but it's an L that Wildlife Entertainment put on themselves. And of course, Jeff Keighley decided to market it, all this other type of stuff. Which, by the way, of that. And speaking of that, though, I also just find out there's this too as well, that apparently Wildlife Entertainment did not put themselves into the last slot of the Game Awards of 2025. It was Jeff Keighley. Apparently, he loved the game so much he was begging Wildlife Entertainment, telling them, "Hey, listen, I really want to put you guys in the last spot. What do you say?" And Wildlife Entertainment said, "Sure, why not?" Boy, that will play a key role to their downfall, which it does play a key role to their rise, but also their downfall too as well, both at the same time. But there's no here, there's no there. Anyways, I got the paper right here. Obviously, we're gonna talk about the good, the bad about HighGuard and the what ifs. Get my full thoughts, opinions on this game because I genuinely wants to like talk about it and have a conversation. Even though I've been yapping for over 30 plus minutes, but the yapping is all worth it because now you guys are gonna watch this long video. If not, you can fuck off. But anyways, um, I want to talk about the goods real quick because there were some goods. I'm not gonna lie to you. The gunplay was good. The gunplay was fantastic. I love the shooting, the aiming, first person shooter. It was amazing. First person, the guns, balance, nothing was broken. OP, just all of that. Just it was amazing for the most part of the guns. The wardens were very unique. Like I love the wardens that have different powers and abilities and all that. Pretty cool. Except there's one problem. We don't know about these wardens where they come from, and we don't know why they got the powers. Whatever. I don't get it, but whatever. That's not here. That's not there. Um, but overall, the wardens they felt pretty nice. I guess you know what I'm saying, like the uniqueness of the wardens and everything else, and yeah, it had potential here. You know what I'm saying, it had potential, but unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? But the mistakes they did with the Wardens, they never tell us the backstory of it. We had to go on the item shop to learn more about the Wardens, which is stupid if you ask me. Yeah, yes, they did have a store in the game, if you're wondering. Um, but it just didn't feel right. It just didn't make any sense. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just felt pretty odd, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is what it is on that one. But Wardens, I say for the most part was good though. Um, I like the 3v3 format. I like how we go against three-person of a group, three-person of a team, and three-person of a team. I would love to see an extra, maybe like a triple threat, three-person group thing. But I understand because the matches tend to be long and all that. But the format of 3v3, I like it. I like how we have to go through the base and explode it and do all this other type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Try to destroy their base. Whether if it, like we try to one kill it with the crystal, or try to plant the A or B bomb to destroy a bit more. I like it. It's pretty cool. It adds more intensity to the thing. Um, it's a pretty good format. I know some of y'all probably shocked about that, but I actually did like the format of the whole entire thing. Just it was too damn slow to raid a fucking base, whatever. But for the most part, it was all right. The matchmaking, from my experience, I went against some sweaty players that were actually pretty good this game. But for the most part, I was actually going to get some cool laid back casual who had who has a better aim than I am because I'm completely ass and dog shit the game of high guard and all that. But for the most part, I would say that it was all right. It was all right. It was not too bad. It was uh it was interesting. You know what I'm saying? It was in the matchmaking for the most part. I kind of enjoyed it for the most part. So I'm not gonna throw shade on that one. So yeah, it's pretty much it on that one. What else I kind of liked about it? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the weapons are pretty nice too as well. It's pretty unique, you know what I'm saying? The Dynasty, of course, was AK-47, which is pretty cool. The Vanguard actually grew into me before, like during the time I was playing this game. It had no recoil. It was hitting some shots and all that. It was pretty good. The shotguns were actually pretty good too as well, except for that fucking semi-auto ones, dog shit. The LMG was dog shit, but for the most part, the sniper was actually pretty good. I think the sniper is like the best gun in the game, in my opinion. But for the most part, the weapons, close range, not too bad. Um, yeah, it's all right though. So the footsteps, I think that's like one of the most I liked about this game because you clearly hear footsteps. for the moment, like when they're very very close to you. It's kind of remind me of the Battlefield 6, footsteps, which you can really hear the footsteps so well in that game. And the fact that they were able to make this like make the footsteps so good in that, it was just it was pretty good. It's pretty good. I enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying, and I enjoyed the footsteps and everything. It's just pretty unique, you know what I'm saying. It helps out with the audio and everything. And of course, the updates to as well was actually pretty good. Like they gave us 5v5, which is really good. I enjoyed it. Ranked was really good. I didn't play it though because I didn't care about ranked though. But seeing other people enjoy it is really cool. Um, there was fixing up bugs and issue that was going on in their game and all that, which is pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I love to see some more communication for the devs and all that, but they kind of allow the the year one recycle thing they actually planned out speak for itself, which is cool. Like they were thinking ahead of a time of what they was going to do, like later year when HighGuard goes on, but unfortunately they could not sustain like the player base, so they pulled a plug on HighGuard and shut the whole thing down. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's all the good things about this game. That's it. That's literally all the good things that, based off of my experience yeah, alone, that's all the good things about this game that happen. Now, let me show you the bads of all the games. Based on my experience, mind you, the marketing was absolutely abysmally dog shit. It was by far the worst of marketing I've ever seen out of a video game ever in my entire life. You had a host, and Jeff Keighley decided to give you guys the last spot. At first, you wanted to shadow drop it. There's been reports about that. Now, granted, shout out to Jeff Keighley. I will say this. Although, yes, he gave this game a shout out, and it was pretty wonderful. It's amazing he gave y'all a shout out. Because had you guys shadow dropped it, in my opinion, the game would not survive within a week. It would just be another Concord like shit again. And unfortunately, luckily, thank God, this game was not Concord and it related because it's actually survived another week or so, or a couple weeks, whatever. Um, but still, the marketing was bad. And then of course, we got to talk about you guys only uploading like YouTube channels on it. Like, you guys basically only put one trailer of the announcement, and that was it. You ghosted us for like a couple of months, not a couple of months, couple of weeks. Feel like you ghosted us for 10,000 years and shit. And basically, that happened and it resulted of less communication from us, the devs, and one dev even locked the account for X, whatever, the Twitter account for no reason whatsoever because they couldn't take the criticism, and all of a sudden, like no communication. We have no idea what was going on. Then they talked about potentially shadow dropping it. No, you should be thanking Jeff Keighley for this one. Shout out to him. Although he's getting backlash for this game, and for all his bad successfully on that one, I don't entirely blame Jeff Keighley for this. He was just doing his job. He genuinely like enjoyed the game, and I believed it. But unfortunately, what he did was like one of the main reasons why this game kind of shut down. Yes, it was great. It was a good marketing for him. However, for HighGuard, they just straight up and just ghosted us. Wildlife Entertainment just straight up ghosted us, and it sucks, unfortunately. But they did this to themselves, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, so that's that. The marketing was terrible. The communication from the devs were terrible. One, the devs spoke out about the shit, the fact that people were force hating and all this other type of shit for no reason. Then other devs started to be sympathetic, talk about why do people like force hating this and that? Why can't people just join the game and this and that? The game was bad for a reason. The game was dog shit for a reason. There's a reason why people were using the force hate shit for a reason. I'm not trying to defend those people who were force hating by playing less than an hour. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna say this real quick. If you're playing less than an hour when you're playing HighGuard and all that, and you just review bomb and shit, you're a piece of shit, and you should not be playing video games for the rest of your life. You should be not be playing video games ever. You should be banned from playing video games. If you're gonna legit, play this game, play a video game in general, give it like at least an hour or two before you go review bomb it or give your like actual thoughts and opinions on the game. It's ridiculous. I just want to point that out real quick. But despite all this, the lack of communication is one of the main reasons why this game's kind of like not hitting right now. It's not it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like why we being surprised about this shit. Shouldn't not be an uproar like, but how people on social media nowadays. So Yeah, so that's that. Like I said, lack of storytelling. There was no storytelling about High Guard. We don't even know where the fuck we were at in High Guard. We don't know if we were in heaven or hell or from Jupiter. We don't know if you're in Uranus or the moon. We don't know where we the fuck we're at. Like the lack of storytelling for the characters. We don't know where they from, how they got here, how they were connected. Because there was a lot of dialogues while I was playing this game. It seemed like all the characters were like connected somewhere from like a long time ago, and we don't know anything about that. The only way you get able to know about these characters and how they get how to get their abilities is through item shops where you buy fucking like stuff. Makes no damn sense. It would be cool if Wildlife Entertainment actually put into the efforts of giving us what the characters, what they're all about, who they are. They shouldn't have to make a YouTube page talking about it. I would prefer if you would just give like play the game and give us more a dialogue, actual dialogue of what these characters are about. It seems like they just put these characters out and just put it out without giving us any backstory of them whatsoever. They could have easily put a dialogue in that one, and I wouldn't even have to put the lack of storytelling and characters in here. The storytelling, we don't even know what the fuck we at. So it's like, where are we at? Like, it makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I could go play Arc Race right now. You know the Arc Race people are from? They're from the Spinliza, whatever place, and they're basically all there to just to be there. And basically these Arc robots are taking over, and they go loot and all that. Like, there's storytelling to Arc Race more into fucking High Guard. I should tell you all that. Like I said, the training area was absolutely dog shit. Especially the fire range is absolutely ass to as well. The training takes you like estimate around like maybe about 18 to 20 minutes. It shouldn't take you that long to train on how to play the game, whatever. Based off of the game y'all seen right here, like it should not take you that damn long. I played the training when I first played it, and it took me 18 to 20 minutes. Really? Like that makes no damn sense. Like okay, whatever. And then the fire range, it was kind of like all over the place. It seemed like they had dummies around the middle of the area of where the maps you're going to, rather than actually um, having the dummies and everything in the fire range all up to like together in one. You have to go around the map to find dummies to hit whatever, and basically that's it. Like it shouldn't have to be this way, but knowing High Guard, knowing the devs, they probably had no idea. It's so stupid. Yeah. The gameplay felt a bit slow. I'm not gonna lie to you. The only game fair, the gunplay was great when you shoot, but the gameplay felt odd and slow. The only way you ever get like movement is you play on these fucking mounts, which these like pets and stuff. And it felt like you can shoot whatever, you know what I'm saying, try to get some movement, whatever, slide a little bit, but let's be real, it felt too clunky in that game. You know what I'm saying? And it felt too clunky. It felt like, you couldn't add any movement into this game, you know what I'm saying? The only movement you got in this game, honestly, is the fucking mountains, but even then, they're terrible too as well. So whatever. The maps were too long. There were two for a 3v3 quote unquote raid shit whatever. The map was too long. The map was very too long. It was so long to the point where they had to add a 5v5 mode to make it try to like outweigh the map size. And then when I played the 5v5 mode, it worked. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was really great idea. And should have added the 5v5 mode as a permanent thing, which they did. But as like a permanent mode, like take out the 3v3 and put in the 5v5. But unfortunately, they didn't do that. So it resulted of this type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And it would take hours for you to loot and all that shit. It was just stupid, whatever. Uh, yeah, so that's that. Oh yeah, crafting. I hate crafting. Crafting was awful in this game. You really have to just crafting some shit before you even go into battle and all that. Now keep in mind you can still do that, but like you're more likely going to focus on the fight than the actual crafting shit. And it seems like they don't give you enough crafting. It seems like they just give you like some few crafting points or crystal shit, whatever they want to call them. You spend it in the store with the man or whatever and try to get some armor, some weapons, the upgradable stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it felt like lackluster. It felt like, they really didn't put into effort into crafting and then, all this other type of stuff. But also, it felt kind of pointless because, you'll find some body armor shield when you go like open chest, whatever. But I digress. Um, net coding crashing. I experienced that when I played PlayStation 5. I have good internet, by the way, and the crashes were ridiculous. It needs to be studied. Like it's ridiculous the fact that I kept on crashing so many times to the point where it was just like impossible to try to even play the game. Now, luckily, I crashed, but also I could get back into the game. But there was still too many crashes and stuff like that, and I felt very annoyed about it, and I just hate it. You know what I'm saying? And it's stupid. It's really stupid. You know what I'm saying? What like it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not solo queuing. The game is not solo queuing. It's not solo queuing. It's just not. It like you have to play with teammates. Like you can solo queue if you want to, but the recommendation is play with your two friends or a friend you got. Because I'm telling you, this game is all about team play. If you play and go off on your own for solo queue or whatever, you're going to get bent over and fucked by the other team, and it's not good. I'm telling you that right now. I tried to do that one time, and I immediately regret doing that. um, it's it's terrible. So I just can't, man. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are all the bad things. Like there are more bads than goods, and I could go on and on for hours on end about this whole entire Concord two. I mean, oh, sorry, HighGuard thing, and that's pretty much it. And honestly, like I said, if I had to rate this, it'd be 4 out of 10. Although yes, the game is like dog shit. It's terrible, but there was some potential in this thing. But I feel like that they threw, but I feel like they threw it all out the way because of everything that's going on. Like the gunplay was great. I just wish they kind of went with a with still live service. They could have went with like the PVE route where they go against like monsters and dungeon and all that. I feel like if they would have done it that way, I feel like they would have got something out of it. But one of the devs said they wanted to be like a competitive, like an esports thing. It was dog shit. No way, no way. You were not gonna put this as an esports stuff. Who wants to play High Guard as an esports shit? That's impossible. Unless it's for money, whatever. They don't care, I guess. Um, this game should have came in the beta. Honestly, I think there's no debate about it because there was a lot of mistakes in this game that need to be fixed. That needed to legitimately be fixed because of a lot of shit that was going in this game. It just didn't felt like makes no damn sense. Whatever. It just I feel like they needed more time. Like based off of why I played, really did need more time to do this, and I feel like they really did need it all the time in the world to do this, but they just kept on fucking themselves over and shooting himself in the foot, and that's on them. And like I said, it's 4 out of 10. There was some goods in this game, I will say, but there were a lot of bats in the game to the point where it really led to this game downfall, and it was a hit or miss. This like High Guard was hit or miss. It was destined to fail from the moment it starts all the way to its finish. To the people that are watching this, there are High Guard fans out there, wildlife entertainment devs, or people who love this game so much to its core of all core. You know what I'm saying? Not Concord, or core of all core. You got to understand this game had its flaws. A lot of it, the mistakes that they have done that really led to this game not being great or not living up to potential what it is. It was just downright just downright bad. Like I just it's just like it was just awful. And I feel like a lesson could be learned from this for Wallet Entertainment. Multiple lessons, and one of them should be live service. I think they should not be doing live service shit. I think they should be just be doing single player games or focus on those type of things that can get the audience into playing it. You know what I'm saying? Get like a chance of they're playing it. You know what I'm saying? And rather than actually just going out there and making another 3v3 raid shit to try and make it look stuff different, but really it's not like it was just not it, you know what I'm saying? High guard was just not it. It was a hit or miss, destined to fail type shit. It was just straight up flat over. It was over. It was deleted. It was done. And unfortunately, like I said, as I'm recording this, it is shut down. It is delisted on the PlayStation Store and on the Xbox Store too, as well, and any stores in general. And it's unfortunate because this game had its potential, and it's now gone. And it's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not gonna try to beat around the bush, you know what I'm saying? I wish nothing but for the best for the Wildlife Entertainment Group and the HighGuard, devs, the remainder of them what they got going on. And I hope that they still keep this whole thing going and make other games other than just a live service shit. Make a single player game. Go ahead and develop those things and develop and just go from there, you know what I'm saying? And just move on because I feel like one thing we all can learn from this is that, creating a live service game off rip is not easy. You really got to do the marketing, the whole entire, marketing, you got to do content, trailers and everything, all that type of stuff. You got to convince people to come play your game. Then you got to see how it goes. Like there's so many like add ups to when it comes to do like live market stuff that really, really can define a game and everything else with it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like High Guard, it was a hit and miss, and unfortunately, they hit a lot of misses. They hit a lot of strike threes. They're out and all this other type of shit. So, it's unfortunate that this game is gone, but I think it's for the better for wildlife entertainment and for us gamers in general because this game right here, looking back at it, it has some potentials here and there, but there was a lot of hit and miss to this game, and that's why this game is officially shut down, delisted. It's over. We will never see it ever again. I hope Wildlife Entertainment take this as an opportunity to learn from their mistakes and make a better game. And don't blame gamers for the mistakes that this game has made. And that was heap of dog shit and everything else. And maybe go out to single players game. Maybe do those things because right now they're popping. They've been popping for years. Honestly, it's just that we're now in the era of fucking extraction shooters and live service, unfortunately. But I think Wildlife Entertainment they need to go into the route of single players because if they make another live service shit like this, it ain't gonna look good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I ain't got nothing to say, man. That's my High Guard thing. I guess we could say goodbye to High Guard, RP to High Guard, ByeGuard, whatever, the video title, whatever. Once again, High Guard was hit and miss, destined to fail, had potential, but it was just not it. And I think we all can learn from this. So that is, if you're gonna do a live service, you gotta be consistent with it. And they have, but they lost player base with those amount of support, and unfortunately led to their downfall. And now March 12th of 2026, that will be the day that High Guard. One of the Jeff Keighley's favorite games that he enjoyed will be officially shutting down. And as I'm recording this, it is shut down. Can't get back on there no more. It's delisted. And yeah, I wish them the best for wildlife entertainment going forward, and for many other high guard fans that are left. And hopefully, there's other games out there you enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, thank y'all watching this long ass high guard or ByeGuard video, we're gonna call it. Video. I do appreciate you guys a lot to me in this world. That means a lot to me. Make sure you like, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about High Guard getting shut down. Are you sad about it? Happy about it? Do you not care? Um, Honestly, I'm kind of sad about it a little bit because there's some potential in this game, but there were too many mistakes that really led to this game getting on its downfall. So it was a hit or miss. It was destined to fail from the moment it started, always to the end. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed today's long ass video. Me rambling, talking. I do appreciate it. I'm gonna get up out of here. As always, take care. I'm out. Peace.